We all live down here. We come home every week. Every congressman that represents you takes the first plane out of Washington on Thursday or Friday and the last plane back on Monday or Tuesday.
Let's give a warm welcome to Adrian Murray.
You know, I just figured it all out just a moment ago. They leave on Thursday or Friday and come back on Monday or Tuesday, and we can't figure out why nothing gets done. I am just an ordinary citizen. I live here in Fort Worth. I run a company here in Fort Worth. And I am deeply, deeply concerned about our country. When the economy cratered last fall and the markets collapsed before the election, and it became obvious that, barring a last-minute miracle, a socialist swarm was about to crash the gates in Washington, D.C., I was reminded of the words of an American president who, in the midst of a long-ago crisis, once said, "The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate for the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so must we think anew and act anew." And those words were spoken 147 years ago by Abraham Lincoln, when our nation was facing challenges certainly greater than anything we face today. Think anew, act anew. How do we apply those words to the here and the now? It is more than apparent that the ideals by which this nation was founded, the principles under which this nation became the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, are under assault. What was clear to many 8 months ago is now blindingly clear to all but the blind. And that is due to hubris and ruse, empty rhetorical flourishes, and journalistic malpractice. The enemy is now within. The barbarians are no longer at the gates. They are rampaging through the halls of the palace, and they are looting the coffers of the state. We have no one to blame for this but ourselves. For while we were searching for our voice, our intellectually incurious, easily led, gloriously stupid, celebrity-worshipping populace voted. And Barack Hussein Obama is your new American Idol. As the realization that the United States government has just been handed over to a mob of socialist and communist apparatchiks slowly seeps into the American consciousness, we come to realize that our nation is in grave danger. The America that you know and I know, the America that has freed continents from tyranny and oppression, the America that for over 2 centuries has stood as a symbol of freedom and hope to the entire world, is portrayed to us now as a rogue nation. As the cause of the world's problems. as a despoiler of the earth's waters, as the great polluter of her atmosphere, as a fountain of intolerance and injustice, not just by our detractors, mind you, not just by those who wish us harm, but by these professional children who now purport to be our leaders. Ronald Reagan famously said, "Government is not the solution to our problems, government is the problem." To those who now hold the reins of power in Washington, America is not the solution to the world's problems. America is the cause of the world's problems, and that must not stand. Our founding fathers knew that freedom and liberty can only prevail if the power of government is constrained. They knew that a strong centralized government would threaten freedom, that an all-powerful, unrestrained government would soon seek to dictate the ways and the rules of life to its people. 233 years ago, in order to throw off the shackles of an oppressive government and to provide to the people of this land their God-given rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, our founders signed a document declaring their independence from that government. And in doing so, they pledged to one another their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. And because of that pledge, for the first time in the history of mankind, a new nation was born in which the government derived its powers from the consent of the governed. And the left has been angry ever since. Yet now we have a president who views the Constitution of the United States of America as a flawed document, one which does not grant the government enough power. Hello, Barack, that was the whole point.